let's begin with this first impressions review tutorial type video. I don't really know what to call it yet, but it is definitely a first impressions of the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I am beyond excited to try. But first of all, we are going to just delve into a little bit of skincare just to prep the skin. It is currently like 5 o'clock right now. I haven't had any makeup on all day, but I do want to kind of just prep my skin slightly because it's probably a little bit grubby. So I'm firstly just going to cleanse my skin a little bit, and today I'm just going to jump in with the Garnier Micellar water. This is really great if you're just wanting a quick little cleanse just to get rid of any grubbiness or whatnot. So I'm just going to take this on a cotton pad and just wipe over my skin. I'm then going to quickly moisturize, and I'm going to be using my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturising Gel. I love, love, love this moisturizer. And I'm just going to just massage that into the skin. Then I'm just taking my Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream, and I'm just going to dab this a little bit underneath my eyes using a Q-tip, and then just taking my finger and just patting that in. Then after that, I'm just going to spritz my face with a little bit of my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I just like to use this to hydrate the skin a little bit. So I just take a few spritz of that, not too much because I don't want to be soaking wet. So like I said, I have already done my brows, and I did them off camera just because I don't really feel like my brows are that interesting. They're pretty straightforward, so I normally just do them off camera. And then I also carved them out using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I literally just carve them out, so I have actually yet to prime my lids. But I'm actually going to go back to an old favourite today, which I haven't used in what feels like forever. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Painterly. I used to use this in all of my videos. If you were a long time subscriber, you would know that. So I'm going to go back to this one today, and I'm going to apply it with a brush because I do have nails on, so it's slightly harder to get in this pot when you have acrylics on. And I'm just going to buff that over the eye. I'm also going to take my trusty Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and this is in the Transucent shade, and I'm just going to set that paint pot in place. So I'm just going to pack that over the top. And now it is time to finally jump in to this palette. Oh, it just makes me so happy because I love warm tone shades, which obviously there's a lot in here. I love smoky shades, which they also are in here. And I also love pops of colour, which also we have in this palette. I just feel like this is the perfect go-to palette because I feel like it has pretty much every shade in here that you would need to create a million looks. And I have heard that she did change the formula of these shadows slightly. Again, oh, that pigment is just incredible. These shadows actually feel a lot different to their original Morphe shadows, and I think she said that she did want to kind of formulate them each of their own, so they all have very different formulas, which I think is really good because it just shows that she's actually put a lot of time and effort into actually putting this palette together. Obviously the pigment is absolutely insane, so I think the first shade that I'm actually going to go in with as my transition shade is this one right here. So I'm just going to pop that one in the crease, and I'm just using my Morphe M441 brush. This is my go-to brush for my transition shades. Whoa, these are so pigmented. I only dipped in that colour like once, and oh, so good. Their normal palettes retail for about £22 or £25. This one here is a lot more expensive at £37, so they have upped the price slightly, but I think that's just because Jaclyn Hill's name is on the palette, and as well as the fact that they have reformulated each and every shadow individually, so I think that kind of is the reason why it's a little bit more expensive. Yeah, the normal Morphe palettes I kind of do have a love-hate relationship with because some of the shades in there are beautiful. They blend out with ease. My 350 palette, I've hit pan on a few shadows. However, some of the shades are lacking a little bit, and at the moment I'm really impressed with this pigment and also the blendability of these because they are blending out with absolute ease. Okay, so now I'm going to focus on the crease. I'm going to delve in with, I think, this shade right here. I don't know if you can see which one I'm pointing at. This one here, it's more of a warmer, ready toned brown. So I'm going to pop that on my Morphe M433 brush. And oh my god, these shadows are so pigmented. I'm just going to pop that into the crease. I just can't believe how pigmented these are. I know that it's a little bit messy up there at the moment. I'm wanting to go with a really, really blown out eye, so that's why I've kind of brought it down. I am going to clean it up later with a bit of micellar water, but for now, I'm really, really happy with that. So now I'm going to deepen the outer corner slightly. I kind of want to go in with like one of these shades down here, like one of the really, really dark shades. But I don't know, because I want to go for a pop of colour on the lower lash line. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this one here, just to play it safe. This is the darkest brown in the palette, so I'm going to go in with that one first. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I've just applied that darker shade onto the outer corner. And I think it looks okay. Obviously in the camera it looks quite scary because I haven't cleaned it up yet, but that shade didn't blend out as nicely as the other shades, which is fine because not every shade is going to be great. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, and I'm going to kind of pack that on. Whoa, that is so pigmented. I'm gonna pop that onto the outer third, I think. That is so pigmented. That is completely different to some of the other Morphe shadows to form a little bit of a half cut crease. I'm just taking my Real Techniques detailing brush and the Fit Me Concealer, and I'm just going to begin carving out the crease. Then I'm going to delve back in to the palette just to set that, and I think I'm going to go in with the lightest shade, which is this one here. It's almost like a cream. I think it actually has a little bit of shimmer in, which is interesting. I feel like Morphe always includes sort of like a matte cream shade in their palettes, but this one I think is slightly shimmery, which is fine. Yeah, I think it is. Very pigmented though. One of my favourite shadows in my 350 is the cream shade right at the top. I've hit pan on that so badly because it's so pigmented. It's one of the most pigmented cream eyeshadows that I've found. It's just so nice, especially for setting a half cut crease or a cut crease. I'm so impressed. I am so impressed so far with these shadows. I'm just going to jump back into the palette, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the original transition shade that we use, and I'm just going to go in back and forth motions just along that cut crease edge just to help blend it out. Then going back into that mahogany shade just that we used in the crease just to pack that on. It's absolutely stunning. I'm so happy with these shades. Oh, I can't get over how good this palette is. Ugh. Right, okay, so now that we have completed the cut crease, I'm just going to clean up under the eyes just so that we have like a straight edge. I'm going to take my micellar water again, just on a cotton pad, just to define the lash line a little bit because I feel like it's a little bit lost in that eyeshadow. I'm going to take my Inglot Gel Liner in the shade 77, and I'm just going to run this along the lash line with my Sigma winged liner brush. This is the EO6. So I've just gone ahead and applied that liner to the lash line, and I feel like it's defined the eyes a little bit more, and I feel like when we apply the lashes on top, it's going to help disguise the lash band slightly. So now moving on to mascara, I'm going to take my beloved L'Oreal Paradise Exstatic Mascara. I love this stuff so much. I've been using it to death lately, so I'm going to take this and I'm just going to give my lashes a nice coat of this mascara. This is actually really exciting, but for lashes today I am going to be using my own brand lashes. I don't know if the video will be up before or after this video has been uploaded, but if you guys haven't known about this, I did release my own lash line, and I have one of the styles here today. This is actually the style Anastasia, and it's actually in really disgusting packaging right now because this is the generic packaging that they come in. I make them all fancy and pretty, so I do make my own packaging. These are absolutely stunning. I think these ones are one of my favorite ones that I have launched. So flirty, sultry, they are 3D, so they just create such a beautiful natural effect. I'm going to be applying these today with this look because I feel like it would create a really nice effect. They're not too full, they're not too dramatic. I think they are the perfect pair of eyelashes for any occasion. So I'm going to be applying these ones today. And just applying them lashes, I feel like they just have the best effect with this makeup because as you can see they're not too full that they're blocking the entire eyeshadow, but they are full enough to notice them and for them to actually give some effect to the eyes. Okay, so base time. Now that we have completed the majority of the eyeshadow, we are going to move on to the base. So I'm going to begin with priming my skin. So I'm firstly going to be using the e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. I'm just going to massage that into the skin. I love this primer. I think it's so beautiful, especially because it gives you that really nice glow underneath your foundation. Then I'm going to be taking my Benefit Porefessional, which I haven't actually used in a while. I'm just going to apply this into my T-zone, mainly focusing on my nose area. Sort of like the top half of my cheeks. That's where I find I get the most pores. I honestly can't get over how good those shadows are. I'm literally looking at my eyes in the viewfinder right now and I'm just so obsessed. I can't believe how well she has created that palette. It's actually really impressed me. So I'm really excited to film more looks on it. Then to add a little bit more of a glow, because I'm going for a glowy base today, so I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Master Strobing Liquid and I'm going to be applying this mainly to the high points of my face. I am going to focus it sort of on my cheekbones because that's where I want the most emphasis. So base applied, I'm now going to apply a little bit of foundation. So I've decided to go for a combination of the Fit Me by Maybelline and the Loreal True Match. This is going to give me that dewy effect that I'm wanting today. So I'm going to firstly take a little bit of Fit Me. Just going to put that on the back of my hand. I feel like this foundation is really good mixed with other foundations, if that makes sense. I like a really full coverage foundation, so this alone isn't what I kind of look for in a foundation, but mixed together for some reason it just creates such an amazing base for me. I don't know why. This combination is really nice because it gives you a really dewy look, which is obviously what I'm wanting today. I'm just going to blend that out. Then I'm just going to take my beauty blender and just focus it a little bit more in the center just to give a little bit more coverage. Then for concealer today, I'm going to grab my Maybelline FIT ME Concealer and just apply this under my eyes first of all, on any blemishes. And then I'm also taking it on the high parts of my face, so my nose, my chin and my forehead. Then taking my beauty blender and just blending that in. Then I'm just going to take my L'Oreal Mercier translucent powder just for under the eyes. Just going to take this on my sponge and just pack that underneath. And then just whilst we're baking, I'm going to work on the lower lash line. So this is where we're going to be adding that beautiful pop of colour, which I'm so excited about because pops of colour are my favourite thing ever. So just jumping straight back in to the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, I am firstly going to take that transition shade that we applied, so this one just here. Also joining the lower lash line to the eyeshadow on top. And then now for the pop of colour, I'm actually kind of debating whether to go in with the like bright blue or the aqua blue. But I'm kind of feeling the aqua blue is maybe the way to go. I don't know. That is really nice. Okay, I'm going in with the aqua blue. I've made a decision. This is gonna look so nice. It's like mermaid. Oh, this is incredible. I definitely made the right decision to go with the aqua blue. It's absolutely stunning. I can't get over how amazing this is. And this is applying with a brush as well. So the fact that this pigment is like insane with just a brush alone is just, oh, it's mind-blowing to me, because a lot of shimmers, they just don't apply with a brush. Like, I just can't get them to work. Also going to be taking this eyeliner, which is like a blue tone white. This is great for the waterline if you're really wanting a bright sort of open eye. This one here is actually one that I get in my makeup artist kit. This is the Grimas 004 eyeliner pencil. So I am just going to apply this to my waterline. Let me just warm it up in my hand. It's a little bit hard. And then for the finishing touches for the eyes, I'm going to apply just a little coat of mascara to my bottom lashes. So just taking that Loreal mascara again and just running the wand over my bottom lashes. Oh, these eyes are so nice. I'm so happy with this palette. I feel like it's created a really nice statement look. It's not like too bold, because obviously you've got the neutrals up top, but that pop of colour on the bottom is absolutely beautiful. It's just really helped to transform the look into something else, I feel. So just taking my NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep Tan. This bronzer is so nice. I love it. It's just so pigmented and it's like the perfect colour. I'm just going to take this on a contour brush and I'm just going to begin to shade my face. For highlighter today, I'm going to go in with my MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the shade Double Gleam. This highlighter is absolutely insane. It's one of my favourites. It's so nice. So I'm going to pack this on because, again, I'm going for a really dewy look today. I'm going to pack this on to sort of like the high points of my cheeks, obviously. To finish off the look today, I'm going to go in with Kylie Cosmetics matte liquid lipstick in the shade Exposed, and I'm also going to go in with her liner as well. I have just sharpened these liners and oh my god, they just fall out. I just personally think that Kylie liquid lipsticks aren't the most wearable liquid lipstick you can get. I just feel like that's just so like thick and dry. I really don't like them. I'm not a massive fan of them, but this colour is absolutely stunning, so I mean it's okay for filming, for photos. It's beautiful because look at this colour, it just looks so good, and especially with this makeup, I'm feeling it. Okay, so that just about wraps up this week's video. As you can see, this is the completed look, and I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think this palette is my new go-to eyeshadow palette. I don't really expect much from this palette because with Morphe shadows, again, like I said earlier in the video, I do have a love-hate relationship with them. I love some shades and I hate some other shades. I personally didn't think I would maybe get on with this palette, but I did hear that she did obviously formulate each and every shadow individually, so I think that's why I love it so much. She really worked on getting the right formula for the right shades, I think. I really hope you guys enjoyed this look. I think it is so perfect, especially for going into autumn, because you obviously have those autumnal colours, but we're still keeping it a little bit summery because we're not just there yet. So I've gone for a really beautiful aqua blue on the waterline, which I think is just so nice. Pretty much wraps up this entire tutorial first impressions review. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, because that really helps me out a lot. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed to my channel already, then don't forget to do so down below. And whilst you're at it, don't forget to hit the little bell button next to it, because then you can be notified whenever I upload a new video. I'm gonna go because, oh my god, the lighting is now orange. It's changing again. It's changing again. I'm gonna go before this video just fucks up completely with the lighting. It's bad. It's bad. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video again, and I will see you guys in my next video.